man made in the image of God.
Yeah, man. Streets is saying CLB stands for Certified Lawyer Boy.
Nice one.
I've got more.
Go on.
I think it was the same. Hold on, no, that wasn't it. Hold on, I'm getting too excited. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing was the suit.
Okay.
If you're reading this, you've been served. Her law. How about this one? I think this one. I'll save that one for last. Dark Law demo suit. That was not that good. But this one, what a time to file a suit.
I like if you're reading this, you've been served. That's hilarious.
The boy is going at UMG, the biggest.
Yes, sir.
You co-signing this?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
You're about to find out. You're about to find out how to spell Grange.
Okay. I'm here for it.
What?
I'm here for it.
Well, I am and I'm not as well at the same time, but we'll get into it in a minute. But, like, when I first saw it, initially, I thought it was a lawsuit. It's not a lawsuit. We'll explain that a little bit when we get into it. But it's not actually a lawsuit. But it's the beginning of a web that I don't think even Drake himself wants undone.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be very scary for everyone in the industry. Not just him, not just Kendrick, not just
If I push
everyone.
this red button, dog, everybody having gated.
See, that's the thing. I don't like you lot switching the narrative.
What do you mean?
His red button was that song.
No.
His okay, all right. If you don't want to believe that, fine. I'm not believing that.
Okay.
I'm not believing that. I think it's. You know what? Do your intro. Let's get into it. Because I don't want to waste. It's kind of like I already gave that to you earlier. It's kind of like when you see your friend. When you see your friend like self-harming themselves, and you want to stop them. That's what this feels like. And Drake, please, you do not want to do this. Just take your last contract or whatever contract that they're offering you. Just take it and go home, bro. Go home. But I guess it's too late. What you got for us, Legacy? And by the way, you don't have to do the volume thing because I think they're blocking our video because of that.
Because of what?
Oh, I got the wrong one turned up. My bad. Because of the little trick that I tried to pull. Because I've noticed all them videos I've gotten significantly lower views. Right, man. That was a good intro. Liven up the pod a little bit. You know what I mean? Not like there wasn't no live in this to begin with, but now we're here. You ready to pod?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to pod?
Yes, sir.
On the left-hand corner, we got 150-pound Legacy.
Thank you. You're so generous.
Yeah, that's because we use kilograms over here, so I thought it was
150.
okay. 1,000 grams, 1,000 pounds. Legacy. On the right-hand side of the corner, we got 500 measly pounds. Listen, Algae.
You know how much 500 pounds?
I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm just talking, bro. 1,000 pounds. I swear that's like a ton. No, that's not a ton. That's 1,000 kilograms. Yeah.
They had a show called My 500 Pound Life.
Oh shit! What? Hey man, I'm not American. I use kilograms, but I was trying to relate to our audience a little bit, so I use pounds, and that maths wasn't mathing. Anyways, so UMG versus Drake. UMG versus Drake. For all of you that might have been living under a rock, that maybe haven't heard. Pass me the aux. Maybe haven't heard about this whole entire debacle. UMG is being, well, actually, the right way to say this would be Drake and his team, his company, Frozen Moments, is what they're called, have released a petition against UMG, claiming that UMG used payola and bots to inflate the popularity of Not Like Us. That's the first suit. And then the second suit, which we're going to get to in a minute, we're gonna do. I think we're gonna break down both of them differently. The second suit is easier to break down as just some BS, because the second suit is, it's not really they're both not suits. Second petitions, what I should say. Second petition is against UMG, allowing Kendrick to defame him on said song, Not Like Us.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the first one. First of all, before we get into all of this, I just want to say Drake's run in hip hop is over.
Okay.
That's it. It's done. After this has come out, it's done. You can't be doing this in higher ups' faces and they're gonna give you a second chance. It's over. It's done. We're not getting no more no more Drake #1 songs. No more Drake sold 500K. No more Drake sold a million records. That's not happening ever again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. You of your fans can be in denial. But what I think will still happen is the boy might still be able to get 100K post Universal.
Okay.
The same way Kanye West did with Donda. Kanye has shown us that he can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the boy has to show us that. What can you do by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
If it's anything less than 100K, I will be shocked. I will be. But I don't think it'll be less than 100. He might even do 200.
Okay.
He might even. But we're not talking about sales right now. Let's get into the petition. What do you think? Actually, before we get into the petition, this clip is hilarious. Hold on.
Man, the streets is the streets. This is industry. Niggas want to bring their lawyers to motherfucking battles, man. Don't bring your lawyer, man. Bring your gat or bring your clique, man. Straight up. So it's a big difference.
You sound like you got some personal experience with that.
Personally, I got sued 3 times from bitch ass niggas. 3 times. They not ghetto celebrities. You telling? Not ghetto celebrities. You telling? Straight up. And then you know who you are. You sued me. And
he was mad. Mm-hmm. You know who you are. You sued me. I got sued 3 times. Maybe after the first time, Mr. Nori, he should have stopped dissing this man. But anyways, back to seriousness now. What does this petition mean? Do you know what it means?
No, I haven't had the chance to read through it.
Okay, I read through, not all of it, but the important parts. The petition means that they are calling the courts and bringing it to their attention that UMG is practicing unethical and unlawful practices when they promote and market music.
Okay.
But in particular, Not Like Us. And it also means that they're calling the courts, New York City court system,
mm-hmm.
to put on a deposition
mm-hmm.
where they interview everyone involved in the process of making the song, promoting the song, everyone involved on the Spotify side, on the UMG side, and the artist side, where they interview everyone to then reveal the evidence that Frozen Moments would need to take this to court. That tells me 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
Tells me 1, they didn't have the evidence that they need, which I knew they didn't have, because Universal is not just leaving all their tricks. You might know that they do that trick,
mm-hmm.
but can you prove that that's 2 different things?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Drake knows that they do the trick.
Mm-hmm.
He clearly can't prove it, which is why it's a petition, not a lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
And it also tells me another thing that I already kind of mentioned, that Drake's run in the industry is over. That's just there. That's done. Cool. The lawsuit cites 2 interesting posts.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is the academics video, where the hacker is being interviewed by academics. And he says, I've seen the clip numerous amount of times, we're not going to play it. He says that people from the label on Kendrick's side paid him to butt the views.
Mm-hmm.
And the second reference to back their claim was NFR podcast promoting the Not Like Us song in the music video, I believe. I think it was a music video. But either way, apparently, UMG paid NFR podcast directly to do that. That's what Frozen Moments is a legend. Now, UMG responds to these claims, saying, the suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. What was that? You good?
I've heard that sentence before. No. Because am I tripping or have I heard that exact word for word verbatim sentence before?
I don't know, bro. Prove it.
Jesus.
Prove it. I'm never done. That's the part. That's the part I was like, okay, all right, UMG. We employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns. No amount of contrived and absurd legal arguments in this pre-action submission can mask the fact that the fans choose the music they want to hear. And when I knew that it was over for Drake is the fact that Variety published this. You know who Variety is? The biggest magazine in show business. And they only publish things to do with movies. They never publish anything. That means Lucian made a phone call. Or someone up there anyways. Made a phone call. I don't know if it was Lucian. I don't be in rooms. Made a phone call and was like, yo, put this out. This boy's trying to play with me. Put this out.
Yeah.
Put it. Even the way that they reported the lawsuits. The first one was put out by Billboard. Billboard is normally on Drake's side. Up until last month. Or up until when Not Like Us came out.
So all that you're saying, does that not add to...
We'll get to that. Okay. I'm putting the precursor.
Okay.
We'll get to that. Right? So that's the response. First response. And then after that, they released a tweet that was very interesting to me. Because they never tweet this out. Tweet goes, watch Kendrick Lamar drop his newest music video, Squabble Up. Here's the YouTube link. Universal don't tweet out YouTube links for their artist's new music video.
Yeah.
That's when I knew that, okay, things aren't going so right. And at this point, I hadn't even heard about the negotiations. I didn't know Drake was in negotiations. When I heard that, I was like, okay, this all makes sense.
Yeah.
This all makes sense. All right. So I just want to put all that out there so that we have somewhere to start. So that being said now, do we believe what this petition is alleging? Let's start there. What say you, Legacy? The first petition.
It depends what it's stating. So it depends if it's stating they botted views. Because that's why I haven't had a chance to read it, but I'd like to read it because...
But I just told you what it's saying.
Because I'm hearing different things like... It's saying the ones people are focused on is bottom views, but there's also... it's also stating that there was redirection of streams.
Oh, well, that's why I said using bots to inflate the popularity. So it's both, basically.
Yeah, bots, redirecting streams.
It's both.
What do you mean?
The petition is claiming that Universal is inflating the popularity by doing both of those things.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Redirecting. So like for example, I can't remember the name of the dude, but the dude on the podcast with Elliot Wilson released a video where he says play Certified Lover Boy, and he went into Not Like Us.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other fans tried it. They recorded it on the TikTok
Bro,
or whatever.
I thought they were capping.
No,
it was and
real.
it happened.
But there's an explanation for that though. There's a way they can. Yeah, there's an explanation for that. There's a way that Spotify.
Nice.
Bro, they think about everything. They think about everything, and there's a way that Spotify justified it.
How so?
And they did this months ago. they respond because the guy who's on the podcast with Elliot Wilson, I wish I knew his name, but the white boy is Canadian. He said that they sent him a message saying that because that song was popular and had the word certified in it, is why it recommends Not Like Us instead of Certified Lover Boy. I know it's BS. Stay with me for a second. And then people tried other songs. Like, for example, I can't remember what it was. Someone tried something else, but they said a word that was popular from that song, and it did go to that song. But that can be programmed to just show that, oh, look, we're not.
What about...
We're not, you know what I mean? We're not cheating.
What about somebody whose Spotify account only listens to country folk, and when they hit shuffle,
goes
song number 4
is Not Like Us
from Miley Cyrus, Billy Ray Cyrus, Hicklebob backyard.
No, don't do that, Shabuzi.
It wouldn't be Shabuzi. I'm talking about banjos and buckets.
You're talking about. Oh, can you bleep this, please?
Yeah.
Talking about the music.
Yes. Yes. Wow, what a description. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, okay. And then he plays Not Like Us.
Yeah.
I mean, in the lawsuit, it also states, alleges that Universal took 30% off the licensing fee for that particular song so they could push it out more. So, yeah, I believe that happened. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, for me, this suit just means something bigger than what hip-hop media is framing it to be. But, obviously, the hip-hop media is full of monkeys, so...
I mean...
It's fine. I don't have the fight in me. I don't care.
It's a little...
The fight has been taken out of me.
The thing is, I agree with you, but it's a little bit more nuanced than that. Because, of course, hip-hop media is not gonna rally behind Drake. There's a bunch of reasons why. I didn't want to get into this early, but Drake is not a revolutionarist. He's only doing this now because he's lost the leverage that he once had.
Okay, that's great.
And when he had,
what?
Yeah, so what? You're right. But when he had that leverage, he didn't want to do this. He was on the side of the labels. So don't now.
How so?
Because I'm the only one that they're giving this deal to. Fuck you,
What
niggas.
deal? What deal to?
And no one else is getting Drake's deals. The amount, I'm talking about the amount.
Who else has Drake's catalog? What are we talking about?
You agree with me? I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it.
So, but what does that mean for him signing a petition because he was wrong?
That means what I'm trying to say is, if Drake had taken a stance rather against the Universal specifically because that's his label.
Yeah.
But his label is actually Republic, but under Universal.
Yeah.
Right. If he had taken a stance at a point where it didn't seem like he was declining, niggas would look at it different. Is what I'm trying to say. The reason why niggas look at, I keep saying niggas, I'm sorry.
But what if the decline is artificially produced by the actions of Universal?
Then gotcha, nigga. That's what I'm
not
saying.
That's not a got you. That's an artist getting screwed over.
Not from the perspective of the hip hop media, but from the perspective of the labels. Gotcha, because I knew how this N-words are gonna react.
That's fine. That's fine. If it's from the perspective of the labels, that's fine. I don't care. What we're talking about is people in the industry, people who have a voice in the industry, taking a stance on something that they have prior said that this is the worst possible thing that can happen, and now we're seeing something happen that is showing an artist of that scale getting screwed over because he was leveraging himself and things that he built in a way that the label thought, we have more power, so we are going to undermine you. And people are sitting on their platforms going, yeah. I'm tired of you, monkey. I don't have the energy. We always talk about, the label's doing this, the label's doing that. I'm sick of black people. I'm so done.
You just gonna go
there's never a time where black people actually stand on morals. Okay. We are the most garbage genre of people on this planet.
Damn.
We suck.
I think you mean African
We
Americans.
suck. No. Everybody. Anybody melanated sucks. We suck. We can't stand together for nothing.
Uncle Ruckus.
We can't stand together for nothing.
You're just Uncle
We
Ruckus.
fail at every turning point in history.
Alright.
I wonder why we are where we are. I'm sick of it.
Okay.
I just don't have the energy.
Alright.
Drake has built a catalog and a career and has been able to leverage himself to get 400 million, 500 million, and was now in the talks to get 600 million, which is actually...
I think that's wrong, but we'll get to that.
Which is actually, in my opinion, an undervalue of that catalog.
Yeah, and let me kind of... This is all speculation, by the way, because we've never seen Drake's contract or re-contract or whatever. But I don't think it's about money. I think it's about equity. I think Drake is not asking for more money, or maybe he's asking for more money, but also wants equity. And they're telling him, get lost. But we'll get into that conversation in a minute. Let's use this, since you're on some Uncle Ruckus.
There's nothing Uncle Ruckus about it.
You said black people suck. I don't agree. I think some black people suck, maybe majority.
Most.
But you didn't say that. You said black people. You put.
That's how I feel right now.
You put a blanket over all of it. I was like, I'm not that bad.
Hey,
I felt bad. Like I felt like you was going at me.
Hey, man.
I'm a black person.
I apologize.
Like
bro.
very, very melanated.
Hey, man,
and you was like, if you have melanated your skin, you suck.
Hey,
I was
man.
like, damn.
Stay off the fire.
Why did?
Stay off the fire range. Stay home.
That's
Stay home. They're shooting outside.
crazy. That's crazy.
Stay outside shooting.
Let's use the analogy of and I hate to do this, but I have to do this. Analogy of the slave plantation.
Okay.
Right. We all slaves.
Mm-hmm.
And we is musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Musicians, never just musicians. Musicians, media personality. The only difference is some of us work on the field, some of us work in the stable, some of us work with the oil, some of us work with the corn, some of us work... That's the only difference. Labels, media, and I'm just trying to explain in a way that will make you understand why these... Is this nigga telling me?
No,
that?
it's not. It's not.
Okay. That'll make you understand why these other people in the industry aren't seeing it the way Drake is seeing it.
Okay.
Or the way that they should be seeing it, rather. We're all slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Macedon had you in the house for the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Treated you good.
Mm-hmm.
You be eating as soon as Massa finish eating, and we be starving out here. We don't even get fed. We eat with the animals.
Okay.
Right? And all that 15 years, when you was eating with Massa, you was praising Massa the most.
Mm-hmm.
And you come outside and shit on us because Massa was giving you something greater than us.
Mm-hmm.
People don't have a short memory, bro. People don't. It just is what it is.
Okay.
Macedon did all of that, and then when Massa says, "Oh yeah, nah, I'm done with you. Get out of the house. Go be with them field niggas now." Now you want to start a revolution to overtake Massa? You think niggas gonna be like, "Oh yeah, let's go."
Number one.
Wait, no, let me finish. You think niggas gonna be like, "Oh yeah, let's go." You're the one to start this revolution. The person who talks about it, that matters.
Do you know the blueprint of the house? I'm sorry.
It matters.
I'm sorry, field Negro. Do you know the blueprint of the house? No.
What? But it matters.
No.
Look, you're making a great point, and I agree with you. But let's not act willfully obtuse.
I think
that
your analogy is off.
How?
I think your analogy
Please tell
is
me.
off.
Tell me.
Right. Because you're saying I was in the house getting special treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah.
Blank.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the case.
That is the case.
That's not the case. I am the slave, right?
Yeah.
That worked, somehow found land, and started building over there.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I started building over there.
That
Then they
analogy
said-
is wrong
No, it's not.
because Drake has never had anything independent.
What are we talking about? We're talking about his deal with UMG currently.
Yes.
Or his deals with UMG currently. That would be
Yes.
the house. But
I know,
the
but-
reason he got those deals is because he had something of value before.
So you're talking about his music or something that he built?
He had something of value before that he built with the OVO team that they leverage. Because remember, the deal is a licensing deal.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So the catalog
I'm
is
aware.
being licensed.
Yeah, but that
And it's not past
is-
music.
But that's the trick.
It's future music.
But that's the trick that UMG, because if that was the case, and it's something that I've built that I own, and I took it over there,
yeah.
then I got leverage enough that they don't get to dictate how it goes, like how the splits on this goes. But UMG does dictate that in his contract. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
UMG said we want the licensing for this period of time.
No, they don't got
And
you.
within this period of time, we need this many albums. It's not like, oh, we want the licensing for So Far Gone, nothing was the same. That's not what the deal was. The deal was from this time to this time, say like 2018.
And by the way, we're speculating because we have
no, that's the deal.
do
4
you have
million,
any
then
evidence
5
of
million.
this?
We've done this.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
But we don't have any evidence of any of this. Because I don't believe that that's the deal. Because if that was the deal, then why is he tripping?
What do you mean, why is he tripping?
If it's only a license deal,
the
let me
deal is
ask you.
finishing and you're trying to devalue my product so I can't go somewhere else.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree that that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
But what I'm asking you is, if it's only a licensing deal and we don't have more control over how this is licensed and how it's used and how the money off of it, who gets what percentage, if that's the case, then why are you tripping? You got your back catalogue. As soon as you're done from the and even as soon as you should already be the one who's dictating what splits goes where, and who's dictating who gets to license this to who. If that's not the case, then you're pissed. That's what I'm saying.
No, because I came with my brand.
Yeah.
I allowed you to use my brand for the contracted amount of time.
Yeah.
And you now want to diminish my brand on my exit.
Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
I mean, yes. That's how business works.
That's
That's
the Negro kind.
Listen. I don't do business like that. And if I got to that position, I wouldn't do business like that. But that's how those little
Well, you're saying
people
why would he have
do
issue
business.
with that?
But no, I'm saying that because you go into business with those people, seeing evidence, countless amount of evidence that that's how they do business. Like, if I go, we was just talking about it earlier, in a different context. Joe Budden being mad about Tahiri. You know she a hoe already. She do whole shit. Now you mad. You know this is how these niggas do business. You get into business with them. Now they're doing it to you. You can't be surprised, my guy. That's all I'm saying. With some accountability has to go to that nigga. That's it. That's the only thing I'm saying. I am agreeing with you, but at the same time, this nigga didn't go in there unaware that this is how they're treating niggas that they're not necessarily on the good side of. This nigga didn't go in there unaware of that. He was fully aware. So now that it's coming down to that, bro, you have to move different. You have to move like, okay, cool. Because the thing that I'm noticing about Drake is that I don't see him taking accountability for his moves. And I see him moving a lot on ego as opposed to being a little bit more strategic. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's the only thing. But, of course, I agree. And I want to rally behind him and be like, yo, let's get this done. Let's expose everything that Universal does in the music industry. Because guess what? That will help independent, organic music that I love.
But this is what I'm saying. Because even if we're looking at this stance, in taking the deal, in leveraging, in saying licensing deal, not owning my masters, not buying my back catalogue, he's been fighting for independence. It's not that he's going out and saying, yo, independent people deserve this and this. He's saying, look at what I built, leveraged.
Okay.
Look at what I built, leveraged. He's moving. Him moving how they're moving is the lesson of independence.
I disagree with that because that's not exactly. Because he built that under what label?
What do you mean?
You're forgetting the Young Money part.
Yeah, Young Money.
Exactly. So you didn't build that on your own.
But that's
You
how he
built that
came in
under
the game.
Young Money. And yeah, that's how it came. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And when you build that under Young Money, you was under a very, very, very effed up contract.
And you learn.
Under Young Money, yeah, and you learn. And who got you out of that contract?
Who got him out of that contract?
Universal.
What do you mean Universal got him out of that contract?
They bought the contract from Birdman. That's why you don't see Young Money underneath none of Drake's music no more.
Yeah. They didn't
Because
buy it from... Because he finished his contract with Young Money first.
Oh my God, you don't understand how the music business works.
He was out of that contract first.
You can sign a 5-year, like, if you get into the industry under a record label, right? This is how music business just 101. You get into the industry under a record label. When you finish that contract, some people just sign you for life off top. But if you're lucky enough to get like maybe a 5 year, 10 years deal, whatever, there's always a clause in the contract. This is standard. That's why the music industry is so fucked. There's always a clause in the contract that states when it's time for you to recoup on this and renegotiate, we have to be involved in the deal, regardless of who you're renegotiating with.
Yeah, that depends.
It doesn't.
It does depend.
It's not a depend thing. I'm trying to explain something to you. If you see that this and that's standard across the whole industry, and if you see that someone then goes on to sign a deal with another record label, but without the initial record label's imprint on their new deals, that usually means, and of course this is still speculation, I have no evidence of anything I'm saying here, still speculation, it could have been even him that bought his contract, that usually means that company or someone bought that contract, which means they decided with Birdman or whoever owns Young Money, this amount of money we're going to pay to you to void this contract.
That's if you're voiding the contract. I'm saying the contract ran its course, or he brought his term out by himself.
It wouldn't. That's why they put that clause in there, because it wouldn't be able to run its course.
But we don't know if that clause is there.
We do.
No, we don't.
Standard. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you because I've spoken to niggas that work in labels. Standard contracts for niggas that go into the industry and go into a record label is that once your term finishes, because they trick artists with this. Once your term finishes, you could go away and go negotiate with someone else. But we're getting 5% of everything you're making, so we're still involved in the deal, regardless of where you go.
We don't know that because
I'm telling you that I do.
I'm telling you you're wrong. We don't know that. Young Money. There was Cash Money. There was Young Money. You want to be. I think you want to be willfully obtuse. That's standard. I'm not being willfully obtuse.
That's standard, bro.
We're applying stuff that we just don't know to be a fact.
But I'm telling you that I know this to be a fact.
We do
your research.
We've not seen Drake's contract.
We haven't.
And even if that's the case,
we haven't. You're right.
Your lawyer would advise you, open your own label and then void the contract. He was OVO for a stretch of time.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He was OVO alone for a stretch of time.
That's not true. That is not true. It wasn't OVO alone. It was OVO under Universal Music Group. Like, that's not true.
Yeah, but the label would.
But that's. Let's not down this hill. Let's carry on the conversation, right? If that's the case, let's say if that's the case, you don't have to agree with me. If that's the case, then when I'm signing you as Universal,
but they didn't sign him.
When I'm doing a deal for licensing as Universal, right? I have all the leverage in the world, which is why we see him do all the things that he did, from Views to Darkling to Scorpion to even recently. What's the name of the album recently? For
All the Dogs.
For All the Dogs, and only getting measly 400 million when they probably made about 10 billion off of his music.
No. That's for Certified Lover Boy for All the Dogs. Scorpion Certified Lover Boy for All the Dogs is a second deal.
Yeah, I'm agree.
That's 500.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say to you. But compared to how much they make off of just his back catalogue that they transferred from the old contract, because Universal owns his back catalogue.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Research it, bro. Research it. It's on the internet for you to find. They do. That's why I think, anyways, because I'm supposed to know one in Drake's camp. That's why I think Drake is mad. Because if you lot are making about 10 billion a year off of my back catalogue, and I only get 500 million for a stretch of 2-3 years, come on.
Okay.
I'll be pissed too.
Okay.
I'll be very, very annoyed. That's what I have to say. Tell me your thoughts.
I just think that we have a case of a label doing underhanded practices, which we've known them to do before, whether it be Columbia, Universal, Sony.
They all do it.
Cool.
They all
We
do
have
it.
a case of a big artist undergoing that process now, and hip hop media being in a position to properly evaluate / educate the audience, and instead they're just being monkeys. And I'm just sick of it because at every turn niggas complain, we're not valued here, we're done wrong here, we do this rather, and then at every point when it matters, niggas just choose not to fight the actual fight.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm done, man.
And another reason why...
Because if everybody's sitting there on their platforms saying, oh yeah, he's doing this because of this, he's doing that because of this. Hold on, guys. Stay with me here.
Yeah.
What if they go forward with the lawsuit? Because this is pre-action.
Yeah.
This is just like...
Just
this is what we
just a
plan to do.
petition, Yeah. No, it's not. This is what we plan to do. This is we're going to interview everyone. I explained it to you. We're going to interview everyone.
This
so things can come out.
This is the pre.
Then we can.
This is the pre.
Yeah. Then we can move on with a lawsuit with evidence. Yeah.
Stick with me here, just hypothetically. What if he wins?
If he wins.
If
he wins,
let's stick on that. Let's stick on the Spotify point.
Yeah.
Right. Take a 30, reduce it by 30%. Boost this for us. And we have this artist catalog and we have this artist catalog. They're going at it right now.
Yeah.
Reduce the royalty fee on this by 30%. If he wins, what does that say? What does that do?
That will open
for the field.
That would open a it will open a can of worms. Not even just for the field, for also independent artists that are also being jerked at the moment, that get a lot of streams but don't have a record label behind them. That would be good for them. But also, what would happen with that if he wins is a lot of things will happen. First of all, the contract, what people will realize is that the contract between Spotify and UMG and Spotify and Sony
it will change
and
the value of a
Spotify
stream.
And WMG, it might do that eventually.
It will change the value of a stream.
Eventually, but it wouldn't initially. I think everything that might happen straight after. But listen to what I'm saying. The contract between Spotify, Apple Music, and all the record labels, the three big record labels, WMG, UMG, and Sony, would have to be completely recanted and reviewed. And if they then say, okay, cool, since we've figured out that you lot have been doing all this stuff illegally for the last how many years, how far back does it go?
It will the government will be forced to set a standard.
They would. They'll be forced to regulate the music industry.
Absolutely.
And then they'll start looking at all the back catalogs, all of the music that they've ever marketed.
It will rewrite copyrights.
It will. Yes, it will. It will do all of those things that
it will affect YouTube.
Yes, it will affect YouTube. Maybe YouTube not as much. Because YouTube, but maybe YouTube of recent, because YouTube is a bit different.
It will change fair use laws.
It will absolutely do that. Absolutely. But what I'm saying to this is, it
will change the definition of payola.
It will. I agree with you. But this is all of this is the exact reason why this petition is going nowhere. It's the exact that's what I'm trying to get you to see. Like, we can live in a fantasy world where we think, oh yeah, everything's gonna be so great. Like, organic music is gonna strip to the top on Spotify.
I'm not necessarily saying that,
bro. The reason why the shit, it's time. We're good. The reason why the shit is designed the way the shit is designed is because them niggas at the top over there get most of the money. Now, if you or you who is an artist want to change all of that, you might just mistakenly just fall off a cliff and Oh no, it's touching kids. We got a video of it, man. You think Universal didn't have a meeting with Kendrick, Joe Budden, Who else? Who else did I see?
That doesn't sound sick to you.
It does.
That doesn't sound fucking sick to you.
It does. But it does, absolutely it does. It's disgusting. But it also tells me the story of the other side. Because there's a flip side of that. If Drake was a nigga that these niggas really had love for, not fake love, like they was been pretending this whole time, they really had love for him, it wouldn't have been this effective. It would not have been this effective. Mm-hmm. Because I remember when Universal tried to do the same to Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. They tried to do the same with Jay-Z. He ended up... First of all, they probably... I don't know this for a fact. I'm thinking they probably went to other niggas and was like, okay, what can we do to get this nigga out of here? He's starting his own record label, Rockefeller, whatever. They're doing great. Mm-hmm. They tried so many times to cut his head off. The only thing, this is a story from Dame Dash. The only thing that saved Jay-Z from not going through that is because he agreed to sell his record label, Rockefeller, which is why Dame Dash is mad at him to this day for.
So what you've just said is they approached the nigga to sell out, and the nigga sold out.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have ruined him.
And now we have a nigga that's being approached to sell out and is saying, fuck all that.
But it's not the same. It's not the same. Because they're not asking him to sell his record label. They're just trying to get him out of it. They didn't even want his record label.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's not the same.
There's a nigga that's being big-bodied.
Yeah.
And he's saying, fuck all that. Mm-hmm. Versus the black hippie who decided, nah, calm, yeah, big body me.
Yeah.
And has done that throughout his career. The NFL, hey, I can tell them niggas to stop kneeling and they'll stop kneeling. Yeah. Man. What are we talking about? What conversation are we having?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, yeah. Like, what do you want me to say? Bro, that's how it is.
And that's what's disappointing me the most. Because Kendrick is sitting up here like Black Jesus.
Yeah.
But it's not... Like,
you don't have... slaps.
I don't care. I don't give a single fuck.
What?
I don't give a single fuck. I'm talking about something serious. I'm talking about something serious.
No, I'm agree with you.
Why do niggas always feel like, how do I describe it? The way we don't, however we're saved is the way that we're saved. You get? Mm-hmm. You don't have to be the savior. I don't have to be the savior.
Yeah.
You don't even have to like the savior. Mm-hmm. Isn't our goal to get saved? Shouldn't that be everybody's goal to get saved? But all of these niggas want to be the savior, don't have the capacity to be the savior, and just jump out,
and shoot the savior down.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
Well, you got to look at it this way. And I'm not trying to justify it, because you're absolutely right. It shouldn't matter who it is that's trying to get us out of this, right? You got to look at it this way. These niggas don't believe that Drake is trying to get everyone out of this. They believe Drake is trying to get himself out of this. And they don't... And you can't blame them for not fully believing that because of how Drake has acted in the past. And that's kind of what I'm saying about the accountability part of it. If Drake has come out and maybe released a statement or a song or something where he was like, you know what, I used to think this way, but now that I see it, I made a mistake here and here and here and here. What I should have been on is what this lawsuit or this petition is suggesting about him. Do you get what I'm saying? If he had done that, a little bit more people would have been like, okay, cool, I see. He's seen the mistakes in his ways, blah blah, whatever. This, that, and the third. No, listen. It does matter, bro. It does.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
It matters.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is it how Drake is moving, or is it the way niggas are choosing to perceive the way he's moving? Right? Because we're talking about the lawsuit. Mm-hmm. The headlines
I think it's both.
The headlines was, and fuck the headlines. Hip hop media framed it as Drake is suing Universal because he got dissed.
Okay.
Is that what the fuck the lawsuit is about?
No.
It doesn't matter how the nigga's moving. If everybody's trying to frame it a certain way, I'm not gonna speculate why their lens looks like that, but they're looking through it through a lens that's foggy.
Do you know why? Let me tell you why. UMG. Who do you think pays those people?
But that's what I'm saying, because you're saying
who
the nigga wasn't moving that way, but he might not be moving away.
I'm not even talking about hip hop media. I'm talking about, because the thing is, it would have made a difference if a huge amount of fans was behind him. It would have made a difference, and maybe niggas might be like, you know what, we're not gonna listen to songs anymore, or we're gonna pirate songs or whatever. He would have had a leg to stand on. But we've seen you in this industry for the last 15 years that you never moved like you cared about anyone else but yourself. Until now.
That's not necessarily true. Because
it might not be true, but the optics of it is true.
Because that's what I'm saying. Who's framing the optics? And who's assisting in framing the optics?
Hold on. The optics is being framed now, but Drake has always been in charge of his optics for the longest of time. Don't do that. And you know that.
Okay.
And that's my point.
And what was the optics when Drake was in charge?
The optics was, I'm better than you niggas. Fuck you niggas.
Since when?
Since Views, maybe.
Since when? How? How?
Are we gonna do this? Do you want to pull up? Was it 4 a.m. in Toronto? Wherever the fuck that song is.
The nigga's rapping.
Yeah, shitting on all them niggas.
He's rapping. He's a rapper shitting on rappers.
Exactly.
What do you mean exactly?
Because
point me to a rapper that did a shit on niggas on the track.
I'll tell you what I'm trying to say. Because say you had a couple of those songs and you had some other songs that was like, oh, you know what, yo. Niggas really need to stay together. We need to stick together and fight the system. If you've done that throughout your career...
What?
Are you listening to what I'm saying or not? Do you want to listen to what I'm saying or not? Oh, that shit matters, bro. Niggas is listening and niggas have a specific profile of you. And none of it has ever been you thinking about other people. That matters.
What?
It does. I'm sorry to tell you. It does matter. It does.
You're talking to me about... songs?
Yes, I'm talking to you about songs.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking to you about songs because that's how fans get to know the nigga. That's how fans get to have a feeling
We're
about
talking
the nigga.
about the niggas in the industry that are viewing it a certain way. You're telling me that he's shitting on niggas.
And then I moved...
Rick Ross keeps talking to me about Maybachs. I don't own a Maybach. I don't feel a way.
And if Rick Ross was to come tomorrow and be like, oh yeah, yo, let's fight against UMG, guess what people are going to tell him? Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Yes. That's why this is what's in Kendrick's favor. In Kendrick's... Look, you can not like it, but it's just the facts. It's okay. You don't have to like it. That's why it works perfectly into Kendrick's hands. Because I'm the nigga that's been singing about, oh, Black Christ. I might not believe it in real life. Who cares?
Oh
you niggas go eat it up.
Oh my God.
Look, listen, I'm telling you the truth about how life works, bro. The optics is far more important.
How life works for the average Negro.
Listen, the optics is far more important than the truth.
I'm going to join Dave Chappelle.
Far more important than the truth. Far more. I'm telling you that right now. And if you don't move by that, by thinking about that, you suffer the consequences.
Man, have a good one with that.
That's just the fact. But anyways, talking about consequences, what do you think this if this does actually go to trial, what are some of the consequences that will come out of this from your perspective? Because you asked me, and I want to ask you now.
If it goes to trial, and what's the verdict?
We're not even there yet. But if it just goes to trial, what would some of the consequences be? Win or lose for Drake?
Lose? I think it depends what happens during the trial, because right now, hip hop media has helped to frame it as he's suing because he lost against Kendrick. I think if he loses, UMG gains more power. They get to bully people. They get to dictate who's on top for the rest of eternity. And yeah, man, good luck trying to be an artist and trying to be successful, because
Sign to a record label.
Because unless somebody goes up to Spotify and kills every server they have, or Apple Music,
or like machine servers, not
yeah,
like a human server.
Wait.
We gotta make it clear for YouTube.
Machines.
Yeah, machine servers. Yeah.
And yeah, man. Good luck with distribution and all that stuff, man. Good luck,
man. Put your signature right here, bro.
Yeah, man. If
I'm UMG. Put your signature right here, bro.
If you want to be an artist in the future,
put your signature right here, bro.
Go to your local pub and have a blast.
They'll find you there.
Because it doesn't stop with Spotify. Live Nation.
This is big business we're talking about here, bro.
Will be acquired. All that discount for this in exchange for this. Yeah, man. Good luck trying to perform.
Live Nation will be acquired.
Hey, man.
Live Nation is a UMG.
Hey, man.
Did you know that? Right, Live Nation owns 90% of the venues around the world.
They are a monopoly. They're not supposed to be.
They don't have any competition. I mean, they do, but their competition is not seeing them.
Hold on. I've always said this, right? You see there's McDonald's, and then wherever there's a McDonald's, there's a KFC.
Yeah.
The nigga that owns McDonald's and the nigga that owns KFC could be the same nigga.
Yeah.
It's an illusion of choice.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if it says Sony and this one says Universal.
Yeah. No, but that's different though. Sony and Universal owners are not the same people.
Hold on. You think because the owners are not the same, that's competition?
Oh, no, okay, that's a different conversation. That's what you're saying. That's a different conversation. Of course, these niggas meet every fucking April. Be like, yo, this is how we're gonna do them. Here's how we're gonna fuck them. No Vaseline this time. And Larry, let's get it going.
Hey, you push this artist here, make this money. We'll diminish this one.
Yeah. And that's another conversation as well to be had. But I think I'll get to that in a bit. I think if this goes to trial, whether they win or not, I think, like I mentioned before, the contracts between the record labels and DSPs will be absolutely overhauled. We'll have to look at all of the things that are illegal inside of it, from a legal standpoint anyways. And that is what's going to set off a couple of dominoes, in my opinion. Which, number one, I think they might have to retroactively recall monetary compensations to a lot of artists that have made a lot of money from basically like fake streams. Mm-hmm. That's number one. A lot of artists that might have been favored, I guess, in the algorithm, while they're telling the fans, oh, it's just an algorithm based on what you listen to, but we're pushing this, and we're pushing that. A lot of that monetary compensation that's gone to UMG and the artists will be asked back because that's illegal money that you know what I mean? It's kind of like if you're selling drugs and you made millions of dollars from it. The feds want that money. Mm-hmm. There's that. There's also the fact that organic music will rise back to the top the way that it used to be. I'll be happy for that.
If they win or if they lose?
I think win or lose.
I disagree.
I think if UMG loses, definitely, for sure. But I think if they allow all the details to come out in court.
Okay, seeing the details?
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Then people will start looking at things very differently. Mm-hmm. And there might be other lawsuits, class action lawsuits that spring up off of that, even if they lose. That's what I'm saying.
I think there's a battle going on that Drake is fighting, but I think also other people are fighting. Mm-hmm. I think Cole is fighting it as well. Because as I've said for the past year and a half, straight to consumer STC is the way forward. J. Cole's got in the Invincible series. Drake had the 100 gigs. J. Cole just released the anniversary of 2014 Forest Hill Drive on vinyl with new songs exclusive, giving people an incentive to get the vinyl.
Yeah,
I think the next 5 years, especially if Drake wins, is a straight to consumer market and the independent market booms.
Yeah, I agree, but let me play devil's advocate for a second. I'm Universal. I make 16 billion in profit every year. That's not a bad year. I'm not letting it happen.
I think
J. Cole might be able to get his shit off because his imprint is under us.
Yeah.
If Drake goes completely independent, They're gonna fuck with him
That's
than hold on. They're gonna fuck with him worse than they fucked with Kanye West.
That's the
for
point.
sure.
That's a point that I wanted to actually make
For
before.
sure.
I don't think Drake was renegotiating for 600 mil.
I don't think so either.
I think he was threatening independence.
I don't think that. Nah.
That's what I think.
Nah. Don't tell him go do it. Let's see you go on.
Nah.
Go on, go do it.
Nope.
And then all of a sudden, niggas can't find your music on Spotify. They can't even find your Twitter account.
I think
They're in bed with them niggas. That's what I'm saying to you. That could you're possibly right, but I don't see that because I have a different theory. I think Drake was asking them for equity in Universal, and they was like, "No, you're getting 0%." I think they even asked them for maybe like 0.00001. But when you start looking at all the money that they generate off of Universal, you know, let me. This is funny, bro. Let me even show you this. Where is it? This is why Drake can't win. So I was looking at the debut albums for this week. This is just in 1 week. The top 10 of the artists that dropped the album this week. Guess how many of them are under Universal?
probably 10.
It's not that good. They're not that good.
Okay, 8.
They still got Sony. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, close. 7. 7 out of 10. So that means we're bringing in big cash. You, Drake,
do you know how big they said
part of that big cash? There's other niggas.
Do you know how big they said Drake's catalog is?
Well, they said it's bigger than the 90s, 80s, and 70s, and all of that combined. Yeah, that's what they said.
They said
and
that
I believe it.
They weren't talking about just those years. They said every single artist that existed within those years.
Yeah. Now let's talk about Taylor Swift.
That's cool. That's another big one.
Exactly. And you think that, but let me ask you this question. You think they Taylor Swift's in there asking them for equity too?
Maybe not.
Absolutely not.
She might already have
The question is no. The answer rather is no. You're an artist, nigga. When the most we're gonna give you $1 billion, but you're not getting no equity.
Actually, they have her masters, and she re-recorded.
Yeah, but that's not equity.
That's cool. I'm saying
It's not equity in the company.
Outside of the label.
Yeah,
my shit. I found a way. Taylor Swift. I found a way to re-own my shit.
Yeah,
and I did the biggest shit I've ever done.
Yeah. Good for you.
In my career.
Good for you.
By my ones.
Good for you. That's 2% of our revenue.
That's great. Now we have Drake over here saying, hey, yo, big dog, I'm going to go on my ones.
Okay.
I think the defamation started because he was going to go independent.
Yeah. Yeah, he said that, and as soon as he left, I was like, watch this. Brr, brr. Yo, Kenny.
But I
got something for you.
Listen, what's pissing me off.
Listen.
Because I know that's exactly what happened.
Listen, I got something for you. See, you be trying to get that nigga? We got a plan. Got a game plan, man.
That's sick.
Got a game plan.
That's sick.
Got a game plan. Call that nigga a pedophile, bruh. We're going to push that shit.
Sick. That's sick.
I'm saying, we're going to push it all the way to Nebraska, nigga. Niggas in the hood of Nebraska going to be singing that shit.
That's sick.
Best believe that.
And you know what's funny?
What?
That's the profile of the West Coast.
Yeah. You want me to say? What you want me to say? Yeah.
That's some sick shit.
Yeah. I want you lot, though,
that's some sick
to understand that, yes, it's sick on that side, but it's also sick on the Drake side when they was doing things to keep niggas down for his records to see the way.
What were they doing?
You think, come on.
What were they doing?
That whole run of Meek Mill being shitted on, that you think all of that just happened by mistake?
What do you mean?
Do you want to be willfully obtuse again?
The whole run of Meek Mill being shitted.
Meek Mill came out.
Meek Mill got humiliated.
Yeah, he came out, said what he said, right? I'm UMG, looking at you, trying to tarnish my biggest cash cow. What the fuck you think I'm going to do?
What did they do?
For the next decade, niggas not going to look at you like you Meek Mill.
You think that's a label thing?
I think, absolutely, yes.
I think I think that was the people.
Okay. The people.
That was the people.
See, that's what I don't like about you OVO niggas. Because
Drake and Meek made up.
yeah, of course they made up, but there was a run for like at least 5 years where it was fuck that nigga is up for life.
The people.
It wasn't just the people. It was the perception that they created of Meek Mill, which aided the people looking and treating Meek Mill as such. Come on, man. Let's not do this. Let's stop being willfully obtuse just because we like the nigga.
Did they manipulate Meek Mill's numbers?
I'm not talking about manipulating Meek Mill's numbers. I'm talking about manipulating Meek Mill's perception. And for all we know, maybe they did. I don't know. For all we know, maybe they did.
All I know is that when they were promoting Drake's album, when they had it from Views, all them niggas did was put billboards and niggas started crying. They put out billboards and niggas started... They started advertising and niggas started crying. They said, whoa.
When you say crying, what do you mean?
Drake had the Views picture on Spotify.
Yeah.
They had the billboards up and niggas was like, this is too much promo. You don't remember that?
What, you mean the people?
Hip hop media.
You mean the people?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's your point?
When
Isn't that the same shit that he's complaining that Kendrick is doing?
No.
Oh, not Kendrick, rather. UMG is doing for Kendrick?
No. I'm saying
You mean physical billboards?
They were doing actual promo.
Yeah.
For Views.
Yeah.
And niggas said, yo, this is crazy.
Oh, okay. They're spending
Niggas
so much
paid
money.
for promo.
Yeah. Well,
niggas didn't bot stream. They didn't misdirect.
Allegedly.
I didn't say play Don Julio and they started playing Western Road flows.
Okay.
We put up billboards.
Well, we didn't have that technology then. If we did, we probably would have. But you mentioned now, and maybe you're all right. But when it came around to Scorpion coming out, what did Spotify do?
What do you mean?
When Scorpion was coming out,
Yeah.
Drake was everywhere, plastered over everything on Spotify. That niggas complained so much so, niggas that was listening to country music that don't give a fuck about no Drake, complained so much so that Spotify gave him some of the money back for that month. You don't remember that?
But they didn't play Drake songs on country radio.
It don't matter.
They just put his face there.
It doesn't matter. You still push that nigga onto my page when I don't want to see that nigga.
Okay.
It's the same game.
Right.
You lot keep trying to make
It's
a
not the
difference.
sa- it is not the same.
It's the same game.
Taking the 30% royalty cut is not the same as...
You don't know that they didn't do that with back then? Just because we don't have that information doesn't mean they didn't do it.
All right, man.
Just because they don't have that information, just because we don't have that information, don't mean it didn't happen.
All right, man.
We saw evidence that they was specifically trying to push Drake.
Yeah, they paid for the album. They paid a lot for the album.
On an app that's the algorithm's supposed to give you what you like.
The algorithm didn't add his music to your algorithm. It put his face on playlists.
Yes, that's a part of it's marketing, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's also a part of tricks that they do to boost the perception of popularity of certain artists. What are we talking about here? That's just one thing that they do.
Change my listening experience.
Yeah, back then we didn't have that technology.
Yes,
Now
they
we
did.
do. Oh, we doing then.
All right, man.
Alexa wasn't even here then. Alexa was just born in 2019 and that. But I say that to say that if this goes to court, all of that is going to get reviewed.
Yeah, man.
It is. I'm sorry. And there's people in the industry, in the music industry, that will tell you that all that shit Drake talking about is just how record labels market music.
What about the allegations of them firing niggas from Universal?
Oh, that's true, of course. That's absolutely true. If I don't want you, think about this.
Everybody wins. Everybody's right.
Think about this.
I'm
Think about
I'm
this.
wrong. I'm done.
No, you're not wrong. I'm telling you you're right. I'm telling you you're right.
I'm done.
Think about this. I don't fuck with you no more. You used to be my cash cow. Now I'm beating up another cash cow by the name of Kendrick Lamar.
That's cool, man.
Right? And you over there in the corner office, because you got executive in your name, you can be pushing your weight around.
That's cool, man.
And we in the time where we're firing niggas anyways. Oh! Here you go. Fuck out of here. You niggas want them to give him special treatment.
That's weird.
Is that what?
Man. That's weird.
But what I'm saying is, this will happen for anyone. That's why that's why there's niggas online right now that's been riding on Drake's cock for the last 15 years, turning around, talking about, I don't even know that nigga, bro.
That's
because niggas trying to keep their jobs.
This is weird.
Niggas gotta feed their family.
This is weird.
Niggas gotta feed their family, bro.
This is weird, man.
Anyways, all right. Let's move on.
Niggas is weird. Read my tweet, man. No, don't read my tweet, man. It's there.
Before I read your tweet, UMG said this.
You know, I got all this shit hanging over my head. But you off trying to start a war with our partners.
The nigga diss me every time I see him. Acting like he the one in charge and shit.
In Compton, he is the one. You lose. Every time you bite with that nigga, and I'm the one that pays for it. And you gonna get off his corners? You gonna leave his people be? Or you the one that's gonna find yourself a new plug?
You don't mean that shit?
The fuck I do? I built this shit. Me.
Brick by brick.
And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down.
You don't like the way another nigga talk. I love this scene, bro. Drive, motherfucker!
Drive, motherfucker!
I need to maximum tour Australia.
Drive, motherfucker! Oh yeah, that's what UMG sent. That's the meme UMG sent Drake after the beef. I'm sorry, this is actually interesting. I like the conversations that come out of this, but all in all, we do need to do better. What does this whole situation tell you about Drake? How he's handled it, from the beef to all of the antics that he did after the beef to now the lawsuit.
There's a bigger battle going on outside of the Kendrick Lamar beef.
Absolutely. What else did he tell you about Drake?
That's it.
That's all he tells you about Drake.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll tell you what he tells me about Drake. Tells me that Drake makes his decisions based off of ego and emotions, which sometimes can help you, but sometimes can hinder you. It also tells me that Drake is manipulative and he's very selfish. Because we were laughing about this last week, but when you think back to all of the artists that signed under OVO, it's not a mistake that none of them niggas has ever been very successful. And don't tell me nothing about no Party Next Door. Party's a bigger writer than he is an artist. And that part aside, when this beef first started, I don't think Drake knew the play. I don't think he was aware that they was trying to get rid of him. Because otherwise, he wouldn't have acted in various ways that he did act, in my opinion. I think it was in the middle of it, or maybe right after Not Like Us dropped. And he probably tried to go to UMG and was like, yo, you don't need to stop this. Like, he's calling me a pedophile. I'm your biggest... I'm Drake. I'm your biggest cash cow. And UMG looks at him like, oh, no, it's cool, bro. Like, get fair game in it. Then that's when it sank into him like, oh, yo, what the fuck is happening here? And then he probably had some more conversation with some of the niggas that got fired. And then niggas like, yo, this is what they're trying to do. Which tells me that Drake was complacent. So while what they're doing to him is fucked, it's a public lynching, completely fucked. We're not gonna sit here and act like this is the first time they've done this in the music industry. This is standard practice for these niggas. They go milk you dry, and then when it's time for them to move on, they'll move on. If you're making it difficult, then they're gonna publicly slash you, so all the other niggas in the field can see, so they don't try this shit no more. They did the same shit with 50 Cent. 50 Cent went on a radio station talking about fuck Jimmy Iovine. Oh, okay, fuck Jimmy Iovine. Alright, you're never selling no records in this industry again. Now they got to pivot to film. And 50 Cent released Get Rich or Try Dying. Do you know how hard that album is? To this day. You also they do that too. They did the same thing to Ja Rule. They did it to a couple niggas, actually. Mm-hmm. And I believe Drake felt like that's never gonna happen to me until it does happen to you. And that's another reason why I think niggas is looking at him like, yo, it's your turn now to feel that. You done shit on some niggas that gone through it. Now it's your turn. That's why niggas don't have no sympathy. I'm sorry. It is what it is. There has to be some accountability on the nigga. There has to be. And talking about coming together and us understand. We don't own the fucking industry. There ain't no coming together, bro. I'm sorry to have to let you know. We don't own shit. We don't own the record labels. I mean, the subsidiaries, yeah. None of these niggas own Sony. None of these niggas own Universal. None of these niggas own Warner.
Or he's a nigga that has seen all of that shit happen to the 50s, the Ja Rules, and is saying, I'm going to try and break the cycle.
Nah.
The higher-ups have all come together as a collective to run and send me a message.
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you why. Because if Drake was on that train of thought, then he would have tried to break the cycle instead of going in bed with him in 2016 when it was the hottest thing alive, and streaming was at the very beginning of it. Because the thing what I'm trying to explain to you is this: these niggas, and when I say niggas, I'm talking about the record label or higher ups, whoever they may be. They always make niggas like Drake feel special. And that's the drug. You feel special. You feel like, oh yeah, nah, it's me. I'm different from all these other niggas. I'm gonna be here forever. Until that's not the case no more.
All this stuff you're saying with the labels, would it be possible to do all of this if there wasn't niggas that could be brought to assist them?
Would explain that? What do you mean?
Because they're not doing it by themselves.
Of course.
They're using a conduit.
Yeah, of course.
So if there wasn't weak-kneed Negroes, would this be possible?
Let me tell you a secret. They're all weak-kneed Negroes. All of them. Drake included. Kendrick included. J. Cole too. All of them are the same. That's what I'm saying. You niggas need to stop believing in the facade of these rappers, bro. They're not what they pretend to be. It's entertainment. They're just very good at presenting.
It's entertaining to who exactly?
To you niggas.
No.
Alright, if you say that. Alright, bro. To you niggas. And that's why...
I'm just asking you, who's laughing? Who's being entertained?
Oh, you ain't been on Twitter recently? My niggas is laughing.
That doesn't mean that they're not the joke.
Yeah, I know. I know. They're still laughing. They're still being entertained. You asked me who's been entertained. They've been entertained. And they're also the joke. And no matter how much you hate Jay-Z, this is why I think Jay-Z is probably one of the smartest rappers to have been in the game. Because the reason why I say that is this. He didn't wait, and he knew that he was probably never going to own a piece of UMG or WMG or whatever. He didn't wait and sat around and got the biggest deal and bragged about it. Instead, he went out to in the other industries and tried to dominate other industries. Same thing, Kanye West. He did the same thing. Drake ain't never done that. And he probably will from now, because I'm sure he's got a lot of money and he's capable of doing that. But he never did that. He never went out. You're not special, nigga. You're not. That's what I'm trying to say. This nigga think he's special. He's not special, nigga. They're not going to give you no fucking part of the pie. They ain't give no one else in the whole entire history of music industry. Come on, man. What are we talking about? Are we talking about the 3 companies that owns 90% of the entire fucking industry of music? They're going to give you some shit that they ain't never give no one ever? Nah, bruh. Instead, we're going to devalue you, destroy you. So even when you leave us, you're not going to make no splash. And it sounds sad, but that's what it is. That's where we are. But I'm going to move on. There's a Hove bar for everything.
Niggas rather work for the man than to work with me, just so they can pretend they on my level.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. But that shit is true. That shit is very, very true. And guess what Universal did? They doubled down on that shit after them lawsuits came out. Not like us miraculously got 40% more streams. 40%. It was like, oh nigga, you want to take us to court? Watch this. It's Spotify. You know what? Fuck that. 50% off the licensing fee this month. Cheers, nigga. What? Bro, what I'm trying to tell you is this. I'm not celebrating the man's downfall. But what I am saying is you need to... Oh, how can I explain this to you? You know when you go to how can I break this down? Okay. So when you first start getting pussy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first time you fuck, I bet it felt amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the girl was like to you or whatever, but she probably wasn't doing any tricks, anything like that. But it felt crazy. Nutted in 5 minutes. And then you've been doing your thing in the game, maybe 2 years later, whatever, you meet an absolutely soul snatcher. Mm-hmm. She didn't even use her pussy. She used her mouth. Mm-hmm. There's different levels to this shit. The artists, they get money and whatever. But when you're talking about the record label, these niggas make 15, 16 billion in profit. Not revenue, profit. Mm-hmm. They don't see the artist as their mate, bro. They see you as a worker, as a tool. And that's kind of what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's what I'm saying. We can move on from this. But I do want to ask you though, what do you think? Well, I think we actually spoke about this already. But what do you think caused the disagreement? You're saying because he wanted to go independent.
Yeah, I'm saying possibly.
Fair enough. Yeah, I can see that. But he's not going to win this. There's no way he's going to win this.
Can I read my tweet?
Yeah, of course. Legacy Streets!
I am done with Joe Budden. Oh, I'm done. Joe Budden is a complete sack of shit.
Damn.
He is using his platform to frame Drake a certain way because he feels a way about Drake. If you are paying attention and you are not a fucking idiot, you would understand that what is happening stretches beyond a fucking rap beef.
Damn.
How can you be an artist or an advocate for artists and not see us having a conversation about the possibility of a label doing all this against an artist regardless of why is fucking insane, scary, and dangerous? Black people are the most...
Sorry, go on.
Black people are the most pathetic genre of human on this planet. Because at times like this, when a clear turning point is presenting itself, they would much rather down someone that looks like them than say, okay, what is the bigger conversation? The only people that should be blinded by this beef are the people involved in the beef.
You went crazy.
But instead, we have one of the biggest hip-hop platforms spearheaded by a narcissistic, manipulative, bold, Newport smoking, mixed blood idiot. This shit is a joke. Joe is up there calling him white. For what? You people tried to tell me Kendrick's narrative wasn't stupid and dangerous. Fuck calling him a PDF. I warned that this is not my issue / reason for disagreeing with Kendrick, this entire beef. This hip-hop media / business is dead. I am done with it. Going forward, the only opinion / gut feeling I need is mine. I am king. I've realized the only person I can trust to see things clearly is me.
Yeah, you had a rough night.
You would rather joke when nothing is funny and complain that shit won't change. If you want to spend your lives complaining forever, go ahead. You worthless sacks of shit. Don't do anything when it counts. May you never be free. Wear your chains proudly. Shit, these days you even decorate them and change the links. Fuck the culture.
For what? You end up with the fucking... Whoa, my boy's spitting. You should not care, bro. Nah, I'm joking. You made some points, but... Now, you made some valid point. You made some very, 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 very valid point. Do you want to elaborate on it? Should we have a conversation? Did you seek therapy after this?
No, I'm just
done.
Did
you cry?
I'm done with all forms of hip-hop media.
Okay. You cried?
No.
So you never listen to hip-hop ever again? What does that mean that you're done?
I listen to hip hop. I'm just done with
hip hop media.
hip hop media. I don't want to hear no one complain about the music industry. I don't want to hear no contract talks. I don't want to hear none of that.
What? Wait, hold on. Why is it hitting you so hard though? That's what I want to know. Because this is not the first time this like hypocrisy has been exposed to hip hop. Like these niggas do this damn near every month where they talk about, oh my god, drugs is killing people. Ooh, see that song about them taking mad drugs? Love it.
This just let me know that niggas.
This was your breaking point.
These niggas just saying, because I've been saying that for a while now.
You have been, but this time feels like a bit different. It feels damn near personal, but I don't want to think it's personal, bro.
Sometimes I'm a person that when I have gut feeling, I just go with the gut feeling. Something is telling me something is fishy.
Okay.
And that's where I'm standing.
I feel you.
You niggas is pathetic, man.
Yeah, nah. Well, I mean, niggas is pathetic. So the second lawsuit, should we get into the second petition? It's not much to say about it. The petition is they're alleging that UMG allowed Drake. Well, they're not alleging. They're saying UMG allowed Drake to use defaming language in Not Like Us. And the reason why they're putting this petition forward is because I think Drake, it doesn't say this, but I think Drake probably has some language in his contract that protects him. Maybe, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't, and he's bringing this petition forward, they're going to dismiss this with the quickness. The first one is the one that's important. This one is just like, okay, all right, defamation. But if this one does go to trial, there are implications. Because this kind of like shooting yourself in the foot. As soon as the trial is done, then your records are going to be the ones now on stage. Because you also defamed that nigga on your songs.
Yeah.
But I don't think this is going to go anywhere.
I think they're both going to go anywhere. The second one is contingent on the first one.
I agree. But if I was him, I'll forget about the second one.
I would have just forgotten.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because, come on. Now we're going to have to revisit. Now, in fact, if this goes forward, which I don't think it will, I don't think any of this is getting anywhere. But if it does, this then opens another can of worms where now, should we start looking at all the hip-hop lyrics and using them as evidence in court, which they was already trying to do anyways. But we don't have to talk too much about that one. That one is some bullshit. Some of the funny things that did happen, though, this last week, the first one was Spotify. You see what Spotify did? Oh, hey guys, don't worry about that. Who wants to hear about the wrap-up of the year? Tell me you're guilty without telling me you're guilty. Bro, it's November, bro. Why? And of course, all you idiots like, oh yeah, I've been listening to this whole year. Or I've been listening. That's why you can't fix this shit. This nigga's is addicted to it. It's too late.
You know what's gonna piss me off?
What?
Even if Drake was supposed to be your number one,
that's not
he's
anymore.
not gonna be there.
That's not gonna be anymore. It's gonna be Kendrick Lamar. Oh, that's funny.
If mine comes up and says Kendrick Lamar as my number one, I'm gonna dash my phone.
But you be listening to his music.
I do.
Exactly.
I know who's gonna be on the top of my Spotify
Who?
right. It's not Kendrick.
I know, but who? That's what I'm asking. Who?
It's not Drake this year even.
So who then, nigga? You said you know.
It might actually be Cole.
Alright, bro.
It might actually be Cole.
Alright, bro.
No, really be Cole.
Alright, bro. You been banging out that Port Antonio.
No.
I should have lost that battle. I should have won that battle, but I would have lost the brother. I'm so sorry.
That nigga's, I can't say this.
You know what he did on his podcast this week? Dropped 2 unreleased Kendrick collaborations. Like, bro, remember when we was this cool, bro?
Oh no, it's gonna be Tory.
Tory Lanez.
It's gonna be Tory.
Okay, that makes sense. That tracks. That is hilarious.
While we're on music,
yeah, go on.
I was in the gym, hit the Kendrick album, greatest workout ever. And I said to myself, I'm in the gym, Let me hit this Doechii album. Let me tell you niggas something. Don't ever fucking recommend music to me ever again in your life. What the fuck are you niggas talking about?
Nah, but you been...
What the fuck? I was so angry.
Two things. You've been fixing to hate on that album from day one, even without listening. Let me finish.
Yeah,
and number two, you listened to while you was working out.
That's the
it's not
perfect
workout
time for me.
music.
That's the
I know, but
perfect
it's
time
not
for me.
workout music. See?
I work out to I Believe I Can Fly. I don't care.
Nah, but that's like saying you're working out to Eminem's albums.
I will work out to Eminem.
No, recent.
Cleaning out my closet.
Recent. I'm not talking about...
I did. And I loved it.
Fine. Okay, you don't like Doechii.
I knew I wasn't going to like Doechii from Nissan Altima.
Alright, fine. Okay, bro.
All I'm saying...
Bro, you made your point.
I didn't. I haven't.
Alright, okay, cool.
All I'm saying is you niggas that were talking about this is the greatest shit ever. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Did I say that?
I did, not you.
Oh. I didn't say that.
The internet.
Yeah, because I did say...
This is the greatest shit for you niggas. I'm sick.
It's not the greatest shit. It was a great body of work, though.
It wasn't us.
I still think it was a great body of work.
It wasn't us.
But it wasn't like, oh my God, Michelangelo made... No, it wasn't none of that.
Jesus, I didn't finish.
But it was good. I think I liked it.
Christ.
It's okay. But she do got a fat ass.
That's great.
And
That's
that adds like a couple points
It doesn't for
to
me.
your musical talent.
It doesn't for me.
Not
the
really?
ass has to be yours.
It is hers. Don't do that. It's hers.
It's
It's hers. She been in squats. I choose to believe it.
She said it. She brought that.
She said she bought that?
Yeah, man.
Find me the video.
I'll find it.
You better make me cry. You're lying.
not
You're lying. Blasphemous. You're lying. Anyways, Merriam-Webster, which is the Webster dictionary, tweeted out, "The rumors are not true. Drake is not suing us because Kendrick used English words in Not Like Us."
Nice one.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. And I've been enjoying all the mustard memes as well. But again, this is the corporation doing a gotcha, bitch. To all of you niggas, and I guarantee you, both Mustard and Kendrick are getting paid for all of this shit. So shout out to them brothers, I guess. But that was funny. That was good. Find me that video, by the way. I want to see that. I want to see where she says she put her ass. Because I've been looking at that ass like it's real. Damn. But anyways, what else do we have on the dial, man? We only got about like 4 topics. J. Cole said, he released I already said that, right? He released the collaborations on his podcast with Kendrick Lamar, trying to find Kendrick Lamar's friend chick back. Kendrick probably somewhere in the dark room talking about, fuck this nigga, never again. You know what? Delete them songs that we have together. Actually, I don't know. I think Kendrick and J. Cole might go back to being in a good place after a while. Let's see. What else? First Two Drives, 10-year anniversary. Pretty big deal, no? You don't care? First Two Drives.
I'm trying to get my hand on the vinyl, but the website crashed.
Yes. I mean, no, dog, real? Was that crash for you like that?
Yeah, man. Why did you say you ass? Bro.
Because you got mad vinyls, bro.
Bro, I still have Mr. Morale.
I'm trying to get my hand in the vinyl.
Let them release GNX. Let them. My Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Yeah, what about it?
It's still in the case, untouched, unopened.
Whoa, my M. Honcho is still in the case.
M. Honcho is still in the case.
Untouched and unopened.
Listen.
My green tea pang is still in the case. Untouched and unopened.
Yeah, the value, that's really gonna rise. Bro, let Kendrick rule the next 5 years, man. I'm gonna make some cash.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I need to get that Forest Hill Drives album.
Yeah,
I need Cole to retire.
I don't think they're releasing albums.
Yeah, okay. 2014 copies.
Oh, word.
With
That's
8 new bonus tracks.
Oh, word?
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. But they're doing something else. They're doing an anniversary concert where the tickets only cost $1. But we can't go to that because it's happening in Madison Square Garden on December 16th.
Damn.
Yeah. But shout out to J. Cole. Great marketing.
I might buy a ticket still. Resale.
It's first come, first serve. That's number one. and it's probably going to be limited to the venue.
Oh.
So you're not getting nothing. Mad niggas got butts and shit.
Damn it.
They butt like us.
Yeah.
They butt like... what, the fuck up, what? It should have said, what, UMG, fuck him up. What? You never gonna sell a record in these streets no more. Anyways, alright, cool. That's enough. Enough of the buffoonery. What you do when the homie's in love, man?
When the homie's in love?
Yeah. No, with you, obviously. That's gay.
What are you supposed to do?
I don't know, but like, you're looking at your boy, and it's your boy, right?
Yeah.
You never seen him be such a bitch-ass nigga. Ever in life. Now, this nigga all in the text smiling.
Who are you talking about?
A homie, innit? A homie. All in the text smiling. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. This nigga all standing in one position for like 10 minutes, texting back and forth. So he came to your house, right?
Yeah.
And you open the door for the nigga. And obviously, like you live in a place where there's a little bit of a foyer, right?
Yeah.
So you open the door for the nigga, you open the downstairs door and there's an upstairs door, right? And you leave the upstairs door open. 10 minutes go by. You're like, this nigga,
It's not 10 minutes.
I'm talking about you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You know what I'm talking about you?
No.
It was shoe fit.
No, she doesn't fit.
10 minutes goes by. This nigga ain't coming. You're like, shit, what happened to this nigga? 20 minutes go by. You're like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm getting concerned now because maybe this nigga is getting robbed or something. So I go downstairs and I see this nigga on his phone, smiling directly at the phone, texting a bitch. Well, let me not call her a bitch, a lovely lady. What you do when you're in that situation?
You leave your niggas the fuck alone.
So I just leave it be a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Alright, bro. I was looking for some advice. I was looking for some advice on that. But hey, man, I guess niggas is in love. I love love. Let me
Not in love. I was texting somebody else.
Bro, I could see, not you, the homie. The homie with the feet up in the air and that, like, on his belly, texting this girl. That's how we love this nigga is. All smiling. Niggas don't be smiling at the phone texting.
What if somebody says something funny?
Give him a little chuckle. That's how real niggas do it.
My bad.
I don't know about you. I mean, obviously, the story's not about
His
you.
bad, his fault.
Yeah, his fault. So that's how you legit don't comment on it. I'm asking a legit question. Like, if you saw your nigga, or you saw signs that your nigga was in love with a girl, doing things that he would never have done because you thought it was a real nigga, but hey man, bitches be making you the craziest things, right?
Yeah.
How do you normally respond?
You just make fun of him.
So I did the right thing.
Whatever, man. Whatever. We got topics.
It's not you.
We have topics.
All right, fine. Oh, Jesus Christ. You want to hear about some crack rap? You want to hear some crack rap? I'm going to play it for you. I'm going to take that as a yes. You ready?
Look, listen, let me show you why they running them up. Yeah, even though what I smoke is wrong.
That's crazy. That's a crackhead really rapping about smoking crack. Even though what I smoke is wrong, this song's fire.
Yeah.
But this nigga go get number one here and smoke it all the way. Guess where this was at?
Yeah.
Philadelphia, of course. I think Philly has the dirtiest of niggas.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's disgusting. You know the women gonna be fired though.
It's those cheesesteaks.
It has to be.
It has to be. It's the only common denominator.
They got a rapper that smokes crack, bro.
And it's cold.
Yeah, and he's hard. Like, what? And then made a song about smoking crack. That's crazy. You saw Kendrick Lamar's music video?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to talk about Drake on LGBTQ stream, but I don't think that's that important. All I have to say about that real quick is that was probably not the best move, in my opinion. But, you know. Oh, well. So, the Gen X music video, man, all the symbolisms in it. What did you think?
I didn't watch it.
Damn. That much hate?
No, I music videos don't send me there. Like,
But this is this one. will send you there, send you over the top.
I've seen the clips, but I was just listening to the album.
I like this. I like bringing back music video to mean something. You know what I'm saying? Not just a couple niggas just standing around and then there's a camera. I like back in the day when the music video dropped, it was like, oh my God, you see that? You see this? And then there was like a whole conversation that happened because of it. What I like, okay, let's just mention all the symbolisms that happen in this music video. But I like the conversations that comes afterwards. So there was a kid on a tricycle. You've probably seen a lot of this. Yeah. That's from Menace to Society when Buddy got shot in front of the house at the end. We've all seen that movie. There was a ode to Nate Dogg's album G-Funk Classic Volume 1 and 2. Love that, amazing. Also the Isaac Hayes' album Black Moses, where he's dressed like Black Moses, incredible. Kendrick reading the book that says how to be more like Kendrick Lamar for dummies. Incredible. I think that's the most obnoxious shit I've ever seen that nigga do. That's crazy, but I liked it. Marcus Garvey's Pan-African flags. Niggas was saying, oh, he's referencing, what's that weird ass nigga name on Twitter? I was like, oh, is today gonna be the day that I expose Drake or whatever.
Oh, the Ebony Prince.
Yeah, but it wasn't that. That was Marcus Garvey's Pan-African flag. Yeah. That was great as well. And then the Soul Train references with the board. On the board it said Omnia es aliquida, which is Latin for everything means something, which I thought was genius. Like, because obviously it's a music video where every symbolism you're seeing means something, right? And also as well, Lord, the last thing that I noted down was the Jesus Saves Gangsters 2. Allegedly, the story behind that is there's a guy in Compton that was standing on the corner with the same exact, well, not the exact sign, but the sign looks exactly the same, almost exactly the same. The only difference is that he has a number on his, and all the gangsters from around the town can call that number and give their life to Christ type stuff. Like, is a staple to the community. Yeah. And that's what I'm enjoying, even though we can have all the conversations about, excuse me, about, you know, Kendrick helping UMG to get rid of Drake, blah, blah, whatever. But I like the fact that while he's taking the reins, he's making it mean something, especially to where he comes from. Do you get what I'm saying? I like that. I enjoy that. And kudos to Kendrick. GNX first week sales. Well, do you have anything? You didn't see the video, so
I'll say I saw clips. Okay. And I say I like videos that have a concept. I like the artistry. That it feels like, okay, Kendrick is the artist, but it feels like there was another artist that participated in the
facts.
Because that sign that you were saying, everything was perfect in that picture that they took.
Exact same.
The pose, the framing of that frame,
the exact font, the exact color, everything.
Not even that. I'm talking about just how it looked in the music video.
That's what I'm saying as well. Like, it's just exactly the same. And there was a reference. That's another one. The reference to Ice-T's.
I said
Ice-T's. Ice-T's. I think it was his first album. Something like that, with the lady with the gun. At first, I didn't get that, and I was on Twitter. You know, the Twitter detectives broke it down, and IT himself actually responded to like a clip of it and was like, "Shout out Kendrick Lamar, whatnot." What else? Is there anything else I'm missing? The kids with the lowrider. Yeah, I don't know if that's from a movie or from a clip, but there's a clip. I saw the original clip of 2 kids playing with the lowrider, but it was a toy car. But in the music video, obviously, it was like a proper car. And all the other people as well that was on there was like different West Coast rappers that was like in the background, and like there was like one designer that I have no idea who it is, but people know who all these people are. So shout out to Kendrick, and also shout out to Dave Free. And I keep forgetting this girl's name, but the dancer girl, Storm DeBarge, that's her name. She was in the background as well, dancing her ass off and stuff. And then after it dropped, she basically tweeted out that they filmed that months ago. It was an amazing experience, blah blah blah. And niggas was like, "Oh my god, you know how to keep a secret?" I was just like, "Nah, they made us sign an NDA, nigga." I was not fucking up the bag for none of you niggas. I think that's right. That's right. Do things properly, and that's why I have a little bit more. Not that I didn't respect his art in the first place, but Day 3 is proper. I have respect for his art. I have respect for what he does, because to be able to pull that off is not easy at all. While we're on the album, first week sale was 325,000. I think it was 24 actually thousand. How do you feel about that?
325.
24.
That's great.
I think it was great for a surprise album. And another thing as well is it's a short album with only 12 tracks on it.
44 minutes.
44 minutes. For it to sell that much. And it was completely streams. So there was no they didn't release any physical in time for it to count to the first week. They didn't bundle it with t-shirts or all these tricks that all these other niggas be doing. So I think it's great numbers. What do you think the proper album's going to do? It's like a full length proper album.
They're probably doing a deluxe for that one.
I don't think it's going to be a deluxe. I think it's going to be another album. It's going to be another name, different concept, everything. I think it's going to be a deluxe.
I think it's going to be a twin album.
I disagree with Karen.
I think, hot take,
Mm-hmm.
I think the surprise drop tells you the real numbers.
I agree.
I think around 300, 400k is where Kendrick will sit.
I agree.
Depending on when they drop it, though. If it's after the Super Bowl, maybe those numbers get boosted a bit.
Definitely.
But yeah, around there. That's
so. What
normal.
you think the album is gonna do 300, 400? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I think we do about 500.
Yeah.
Or maybe even more, but we'll just wait to see. I think it might even do 6 because Damn did 600, and with Damn there was a lot of promotion, marketing into that. So I think it might do 600 because they'll probably, I don't know, because no one knows what Kendrick Lamar does, but they'll probably release it because business-wise it makes sense after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I think we'll do up to 600. Looking forward to it.
How do you feel about the album today?
Oh, still love it. I still play it till this day.
Absolutely. I played it on the way here.
The replay value is insane.
Insane. I could do without 3 songs.
What songs? Tell me.
I
like all the songs. I actually, it's the opposite for me because at first I didn't like Peekaboo. But the more I listen, at first I didn't like it that much. I was like, okay, cool,
Bruh,
it's cool.
Peekaboo is my favorite song.
But now, me too.
But that's
now
why
I'm like, Peekaboo is hard.
But that's why I can do without 3 songs.
Yeah, which ones? Tell us.
Doja Blue. I need to
tripping.
go from TV off to Peekaboo.
You're tripping. Doja Blues is fire.
I can do without Doja Blue. I skip it every time.
You are absolutely tripping. But what else do you like?
Heart Part 6 can go. I don't need it on a project.
Tripping.
Or I need it at the end.
You are tripping. Okay. What else?
If it went from TV off to Peekaboo to GNX, bruh, that's insane.
Okay.
And Gloria it's just yeah, man. Doja Blue.
Fair enough. I guess you're entitled to your opinion.
Heart Part 6 and Gloria can go, and this album is perfect for me.
I like all the songs on there. Like I said, I didn't like Peekaboo at first, and GNX as well. I wasn't too like. I didn't think it was horrible, but I was like, okay. When I first listened, I was like, I could do without these 2 songs. But the more I listen to it, the more I'm just like, this is a perfect.
Who told you how to hear the lick? Bruh, niggas was saying GNX, oh, that beat is trash. Niggas don't know nothing about nothing.
Most of these niggas don't know about music, bro. I'm telling you. Most of these niggas don't know nothing about music. That beat is hard.
That beat is insane.
Insane. And the more I listen to it, the more I like those songs. But shout out to Kendrick. He really did.
Now, sit now, all about my hand. Bro.
And Hey Now as well is crazy.
Hey Now is crazy. But my favorite is probably Peekaboo and then the Reincarnation song. Yeah,
I play
that song so much.
Reincarnation song's crazy. And we're about to get out of here, but a few last things. They said, this is what I'm talking about. So Kendrick has been anointed as the rapper. Like the guy that we have to see as the hottest rapper by Universal. Because look at this. Top 20 Billboard chart.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the top 20
Out of a 12-track album.
Out of a 12-track album. Guess who used to get this treatment?
Drake.
Exactly.
But which songs are on there, by the way? I want to see my...
Squabble Up.
Yeah.
TV Off.
Squabble Up is crazy.
Squabble Up is crazy. That's the one I got the music video.
Yeah.
Luther.
Okay.
Luther is crazy.
That grew on me.
Whacked Out Murals, of course. Hey Now, of course. Reincarnated, Man at the Garden, and Dodger Blue. Oh, actually, there's more. Peekaboo and Hot Pot 6. Actually, 10 out of the 12 songs is on the fucking charts. That's crazy.
Hot Pot 6...
Nah, I love Hot Pot 6.
Take out Glory and put Hot Pot 6 in the end and it can stay.
Nah, yo, you are tripping. Hot Pot 6 is one of the... I think it's one of the best sampling I've heard on a song.
No, I like the song.
But you just don't like
not
the placement.
where it is.
Yeah, well, you can move it around.
I might.
You can move it around.
I might need to listen to Dodger Blue again. I think
Dodger Blue is a crazy
I've probably
song.
listened to the album like
it's
12 times.
It's just very mellow.
Yeah, I probably listened to the album like 12 times and I probably heard Dodger Blue like 4.
Fair enough. I mean, it's a preference thing, innit? I'm not mad at that.
Even Luther took a while, man.
Luther is a crazy song. If this world
I think I would like Luther if the verses were different.
That song is crazy.
I think I'd like if the verses were I just think it's a bit awkward right there.
Fair enough.
Because they start talking about girls and love right there.
So, what's wrong with that?
I think if it was more about...
I thought you would understand that.
I thought if it was more about struggle...
Why did you flip me the bird? I'm confused.
I thought if it was more about struggle...
Oh, sorry. I thought the homie would understand.
I thought if it... Let me finish.
All right.
I thought if the verse was more about like struggle growing up in Compton's type of vibe, plus that hook,
it would have been crazy.
then I'm there for it. But I don't need the...
But you don't get to dictate what Kendrick raps
That's true.
about. I'm saying you don't get to dictate that. Anyways,
concrete powers go. That hook, no,
crazy.
shout out, Scissor's insane.
Crazy.
Scissor's insane.
Crazy. Oh, that's another thing as well. Drake ain't never getting no Caesar feature. Oh shit! This should go deep. But anyways, and he only got one. But anyways, let's move on. You know when you start doing good?
I had a Kendrick Lamar phase, and I was convinced I was going to be with him. Who has listened to Kendrick's album? I have had it on repeat.
All right, okay.
Every time I see Chloe, she's just saying it's doing something wrong.
This is when you know when bitches never noticed you before.
Yeah,
now it's like getting a big box, roll around in the Ferrari, in the Rolls Royce. Bitch, like, you know what? I love him. You know. That's what this felt like. So much so that people were going at her and said that Whitney sent her own girls to her like this.
Stay the fuck away from Tony Soprano. Shut the fuck up and listen. It's over. Capiche? Over and done. You call or go anywhere near him or his family, and they'll be scraping your nipples off these fine leather seats. And here's the point to remember. My face is the last one you'll see, not Tony's. We understand each other? It won't be cinematic.
They said that's what Whitney's homegirl is going to say to Chloe Bailey when they catch her. And then she released
I'm not shooting my shot at a married man. I was talking about years and years ago. I was just sharing how I was a diehard Kendrick fan, like from day one.
Yeah, that's why you sound like you wanted to fuck her. She had the fuck me voice on. Talking about, I'm not saying that. I really love this music when I was 17. Like, come on. You never ever made a video about how you love Kendrick Lamar.
Ever. Never ever.
For the last, nigga been rapping last 15 years. Now all of a sudden, I really hoped I would be with him. What? Chloe Bailey, stop that. Kendrick does not want your pussy. Actually, I don't know. Let me not speak for the brother. Let me not speak for him. Now, the internet was ablaze.
Like that when you've already hit.
Nah, sometimes they talk like that even if you haven't hit to make niggas think you have hit. Don't try to jam my nigga up like that.
Right here.
So this is Suki. She was on live and she was talking about the Gen X album, how she loves it, whatever. And you know, some of her viewers in the comments hated her. Well, they were hating on her, and then she went in. Well, she didn't really go in on her, but she basically reviewed the album. But let's listen.
Suki, you are the face of Drizzy's fucking album. Yeah, Drizzy fans. Let me tell you something about music, dog. This album has nothing. How should I articulate this?
Get it together, girl.
This album that Kendrick put out, this is for the world.
Tell him.
Like, we could go 2-3 songs back, and it's like, he not even talking about, bro. He's at this point in his life where he's like on some shit like a lot of us, where you have a threshold of how much you let people play with you, and like, this is just his way of putting out to the world, nobody is fucking playing with me.
No more.
It's not just directed at him. We love a good rap battle. We love, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen something like that in a very long time, especially because traditionalism is not a thing anymore.
What you think about that, man?
I hate when people deflect correctly.
She good up, spot on.
Bro, because
spot on.
She did us right. She's right. But you deflected. Crazy.
She said, he's not even talking about, bro. Now I understand why Drake put her on the cover.
She right.
That thing was... Bro. Like, she got the attitude of one of them girls that will fuck you and not give a fuck about calling you the next day.
Niggas keep talking to me about tens, the whatever.
Oh, this is your thing, innit?
Get a girl that's slightly...
my... Get 8.5.
I've never said a fact on this podcast. If
get
this isn't a fact, don't get the girl that's
get 7.5.
Glass skin, nothing, absolutely flawless.
Get 7.5.
Get the one that's like... Get the one you have to explain to your boys.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
Bro, I'm telling you, if you want your life changed, I'm telling you.
Wait, hold on. Is that what Shorty did to you right now?
No. who is it?
I mean, to homie.
He's not here, so why?
Okay. All right, cool.
All I'm saying is, like, listen.
I'm gonna let you do that though. Suki's not a girl that you have to explain.
No, I don't explain shit, bro. She's my type.
Yeah.
But it's not everybody's cup of tea, is what I'm saying. Like, it's not across the board.
Well, it's their loss.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I see what you did there, man. Hey, man.
Their loss. Because just by the way she's talking, I know that shit working.
Bro.
She the type that be like twerking on it and shit. Like bouncing and shit. Yeah. She the type that keep going after you not. And you're like, like, stop, what are you doing? And then she'll laugh about it and then she'll go out. You good, bro? You good? Are you okay?
It's a full moon.
Oh my god!
Nah, he's good.
Oh,
my train is coming.
Hilarious.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious. Well, you need to leave though.
Yeah, shout out to Suki,
cool.
bruh.
Yeah, that was amazing. That's the end of the pod, guys. I'm gonna do the outro myself. This nigga gotta leave. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
How much of the JBP today were they talking about this?
Probably for like half the podcast. For like 2 hours.
I'm cool. I'm straight.
And that nigga Joe Budden was like, Drake deserves it all.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
he deserves everything that Universal isn't giving to him.
I'm done. I'll see them niggas next year.
Joe Budden is such a manipulative
I'll
piece
see them
of
niggas
shit.
next year, man.
Manipulative piece of shit, bro. He plays some Jedi mind tricks with Drake. Cause I think he know Drake gonna listen to that and gonna be so perturbed at him saying all of that after what he said last week. But anyways, Ahovio crashed out as well and started threatening Kendrick when it comes to New Orleans, and niggas just report him to the FBI on Twitter. I thought that was hilarious. Talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna catch that nigga slipping. We got the mayor of New Orleans gave us the green light. That's when I didn't nigga was lying. The mayor
of New Orleans told you to go M someone.
Like,
yeah, okay, buddy.
That was stupid. You saw, bro. Niggas just tagged the FBI. This mad niggas tagged the FBI. Like, okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Snitching is the funniest thing in the world.
Facts. Oh shit. Anyways, guys, I'm about to get out of here. Legacy's also about to get out of here. So I'm just do it like this. All right, guys. Thank you. This has been episode 121 of the Talking Hardest podcast. I hope you enjoyed listening to it as much as we enjoyed making it for you, bitch ass niggas.
Right here at the block with the homies. Say, what's up, boo?
Hey, what's happening?
Chop in with us. Where the bitches at, though? Yes, sir. We trying to kick it.
No bitches, bro. I told you this.
Why not?
Bro, my girl got you on there. I told you that.
Wait, so why haven't you blocked her from...
I blocked her already on my phone, but I can't do that on your account, bro.
What?
She see everything you post.
Oh.
Remember that last time you was mentioning bitches?
Uh-huh.
I didn't get in a fade, bro. She blacked my eye.
Oh, the homegirl abusive.
Yeah, bro. Abusive.
The homegirl domestic violence.
Yes, bro.
But fool, but your horse will be my horse and my horse will be your
We
horse.
won't have no horse if we both dead, bro. How the fuck we gonna play that role if we both dead?
Oh, she trying to 187 type shit?
Bro, double homicide. Yes.
Murder was the case?
Murder was the case.
The homegirl death row, but then just leave her, fool. She's probably weird, fool. She's a weirdo, fool.
It's like I'm addicted to this shit. I don't know. I can't explain it to you, bro.
You're addicted to bitches punching you in the face?
It's easier said than done, bro. I don't know, bro.
Why are you scared of her?
Bro, you be
Look at your face. You look scared.
Oh, don't get abusive. Don't get domestic violence. And with that said, Black English and legacy hereby concludes such affairs. Bye-bye.